Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you are doing okay. I hope everything is right across the road because for us it is. We have just completed the Football Manager 2023 England to World Cup series. If you haven't watched that one, make sure you go and do. It has been an incredible mini series. I think only 6 episodes. And also, if you have not been watching this one, need not remind you that we are having a cruising journey with Bristol Lion Class Football Club. The episodes are less than 20, so if you go and start now from the first episode, you might be able to just catch up before we continue further, and I think you will be able to catch up. I think it's only like 3 days of content so far that I have recorded, so you can watch those ones and then you can uh, catch up very well and see where we are going to, because the journey continues and the journey is not easy. We are still hanging on by a thread to this seventh place playoff position. 78 points behind us are Chesham United, only 2 games away from clinching this last promotion spot and knocking us out of promotion. So as you can see, they have a massive goal difference over us, and goal scoring has been a problem for us this year, so it is going to be quite difficult for us to really hang on if Chesham are going to win their last 2 matches. Chesham themselves in their last 2 games have Truro City and Chelmsford City, of which you would expect them to win both. But for us, in our last 2 matches, we have Maidstone and Torquay, both teams that are above us. That is very, very bad. Maidstone are in 6th on 84 points, Torquay are in 5th on 88 points. There's a three-way title fight still, though, by the way. Farnborough on 96 points. Hemel Hempstead and Taunton Town are both behind them on 93 points. By the way, it's still a four-way fight because Sutton United are on 92 points. They're within touching distance of Farnborough United. Farnborough, if Farnborough do lose both of their games, and the teams around Sutton are fumble a little bit, but Fumble are the favorites for automatic promotion as things currently stand. Bracknell Town and Wingate and Finchley, whom we were promoted with last season, are in the fight to avoid relegation, but I think they are just going to be confirmed relegated. So, out of all the promoted teams, I think I have surpassed the peak or the thread of the performance that I need to do. So that is where we are currently. The team looks good, the team looks okay. I made no new center back signings because Garonetti came back from injury and he improved massively from then. He has been a key element ever since. The Italian has grown up to a 53. I wanted to sign a new one, but I left it when I saw the improvement that the Garonetti was having, and also his average has been rivaling that of the team average for a while. He has been okay, he has been performing kind of interestingly. So I decided I'm not going for a new center back, and I'm keeping that for signings next season. My highest rated player is Baba, and he will be base for me to analyze how I sign players for next season. So we'll see. First of all, let us see if we can make it to the playoffs, and if we can, try our best to maybe gain promotion through the playoffs. I know it's going to be difficult, it may not work out, but let us see. We have two games that may tell us whether we are going to make it to the playoffs or whether we are not. If we lose, we only need a draw, by the way. We only need a draw from these 2 games, and we will be in the playoffs. And there will be yet another episode for this season. But if we lose the first game, it all goes down to the last day if Chesham United manage to win their game. But if they do not win, then it's all round. So there is luck on all sides. Chesham, if they draw or lose any of their 2 remaining games, we are in the playoffs, even if we lose both of them. And if we draw any of our games and Chesham win both of their games, we are still in the playoffs. So let us hope one way or the other one beautiful thing happens for us. So Maidstone United up first. Let's go into the game. Playoff football, here we come. Hopefully we can get into the Vanarama National League through the back door. I always feel like playoffs, finishing seventh and you manage to get through, that is a back door. First, second and third are the ones who always deserve promotion. Just a reminder that today there is no away day because of the stakes that are up front. We have 2 massive games. We have to maintain our playoff spots, and it is something that I have decided to do. We are not going to have an away day today, unfortunately, for the away day fans. I am so sorry for that. Then, yeah, the game is massive. We have to do it ourselves and see if we can make it through. Maidstone are sponsored by Volkswagen. This is going to be a massive game. Hopefully, we do not concede too early. As we good defensive interceptions. I don't like this camera. Let's just change that. Maybe away days next time. That one, yeah. to broadcast. That one I promise, maybe if we make it to the playoffs, we will have those away days. Ball forward, there is nothing undoing in terms of that. Redley, ball forward, and just interceptions in the midfield. This is a midfield battle. Battle ball, the ball, if won in the midfield, is where the game decides where they are going, and the ball has been lofted forward, but that one is going to end up as a goal kick. 15 minutes played, Podrimachako lofts a ball in, it does go nowhere, and I have a problem already, is that Sergio Ui is on a yellow card, and he is one of our center backs who is always on instructions to go for the ball. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. We expect at least to get something out of this game as time goes by, but this ball is being lofted in and out of our box. We are not making it through. Just a reminder, we only need a draw. That is just really, we only do need a draw, and we are not going to get it as Bentley scores the first goal for Maidstone. Yeah, that was really bad. That was really bad defending from Sergio. We really bad defending. Well, we are down a goal. With I thought that we would maybe have a chance, but there is nothing coming of it. 25 minutes in, we are down by 1-0. Let's see if we may respond. Ball inside, and that one is an immediate response from Tommy Wright. That is a beautiful goal. I love the commitment that we had. Free kick, and then it was just floated back in. It was just given in to Tommy Wright, who was onside, and raised his hand, was given the ball, was onside, and placed it into the back of the net. Why is this highlight taking so long? And I mean, I'm not even seeing the player who is giving the ball in. So let's just continue. But we might have just let them go again. This Probiga is just running through. Doesn't anyone mark him? I think I need to man mark this guy. He is causing us problems. Crossed one ball in, but it goes all the way back. That is okay. Howard on the ball, tackled by Blair. Blair comes forward trying to find the same guy. He makes it through, and Blair does score. This defense is always really interesting to me at times. What happens in our squad defensively or in this game? Yeah, that just happened, and Maidstone have taken the lead back. They are not letting it down. Hits the post, and now he scores. Okay, so this was not the game where we were to get any point or anything. So this is just been chaos. This is just bad. This is literally the worst game I've watched, to be honest. First half, 3-1 down. I think we have just watched something that is even worse than. Yeah, this is really bad. Sergio Uyo on a yellow card is not good for the second half. Let's get him out. Let's just dent the player. Don't be disheartened. This is as expected. Just can't finish the game. I am not even going to commentate anymore. This is really bad. And they do score fourth, so that's how things are going to be, right? Yeah, this is out of control now. Like, seriously, what is that? Wow, I lack the words. I said I wouldn't commentate anymore. I now lack the words completely. 4 minutes remaining in the game, and this is coming home to be what I believe our biggest loss this season. And who thought it would be in a playoff fight heading for playoffs? Because with this win, I believe that Maidstone have secured their playoff position, and now we are the ones hanging by a thread. 4-1. Even if we were to look for goal difference to help us get through, it gets worse. It actually gets worse the moment I'm talking about it. Just look at what has happened. Blair just into the box and makes it 5. Wow, sometimes I always wish I never came back for games like these. And the referee blows for full time. We have lost to Maidstone United by 5-1. They had 15 shots, 8 on target. We had 4 shots, 1 on target. How else do you expect us to score goals if we have such dismal performances? 5-1 against Maidstone United, and they majorly negate our goal difference. If we come and look at the results, Chesham United lost. Chesham United lost to Truro City 2-0. Wow, so I may just confirm that we have qualified for the knockouts, the playoff phase, not the knockouts, sorry, the playoffs. Even though we have lost heavily to Maidstone United, 5 goals to 1, but Chesham United failing to win have just confirmed that we are in the playoff positions. Though we have conceded a lot of goals this season, too much for our liking. We are currently in seventh. We are going to maintain that seventh position, but let us go and see out the final game of the season against Torquay United. They are the second team with the highest average attendance after us, and I think most of our cash just comes from average attendance. So let's go and see our last match off against Torquay United. They are already up to fifth on 91 points, and now, as you see, I was telling you, this was a four-way fight for the title. Farnborough lost, and now Hemel Hempstead and Taunton Town are above them with they're on the same level of points, 96, 96, 96. Three teams on the same number of points fighting for the title. This is going to be a really interesting title fight to the end. Let's just place your money on who you think is going to carry this title. For me, I think it's going to be Taunton Town. That's my idea. Let's see out our last game against Torquay United. I think even if we were to lose, we have already qualified for the playoff positions. That's something we wanted to do, and I hope playoffs in this region are now not that I'm playing the playoffs against a team in the northern south or somewhere. We just play against ourselves. So our final game against Tokyo, we are expected to lose. We already lost to them 3-0 earlier this season when we were away from home. Now we are going. They are coming to our home. Let us hope we will see anything that comes. And one thing I've been wanting to do, if you go to the fans tab, you can call on fans support. I already did. They will be coming for the last home game. You can do it a couple of times a seasons, and when you do so, they might increase themselves to around 90 something by 10% more fans can come to visit your stadium. So our final match against Torquay United, let's go. Let's hope we don't lose heavily like we did against Maidstone. I do expect a loss, that is obvious, but I don't want to lose heavily. We are at home. Let's at least have some bragging rights at home. A draw will be a massive result for me this time round. What I just wanted to confirm is that we have qualified for the playoffs, and we may just have a slim chance, maybe a 1% chance of making it through to the Vanarama National League. Remember, the new Pope had a 1% chance of being elected, and he managed to get it. So with this 1% chance of ours, we actually might be able to make it through. So draw will be a great result against Turkey, but even if we were to lose, I'm happy we are through to the playoffs. Well, it is worth noting that heading to our last game of the season, we have a Tommy Wright injury, which I didn't expect. He has a bruised calf muscle and will be out for 4 days. Kind of one of the worst times to get an injury, so it will force us to play with Cameron Thompson in his position alongside Matej Momsilovski. So the two of them, hopefully one of them can get us a goal. Still maintaining our 4-4-2, we just need the strength of teams. This summer's transfer window is going to be a humongous one, I promise you. I, as the club president or as the club owner, have decided that. Let's first look at our finances before I speak. Yeah, £418,000. I've decided that this summer transfer is going to be a really, really huge one, and we are going to improve this team massively. That also, if we do manage to not get through to the playoffs, we will be definitely fighting for first next season. That is a promise I'm making right now. So with that, the team is already all ready. Let us go and see if we can get any result against Torquay United, who beat us massively in the first leg, the first meeting of the season, 3 goals to 0. I think that game we watched it live, and it was really, really humongous. So I think I am the one at home. I should be playing on my home kit. Torquay United at home. Always love the introduction when I do that. When I say talk about the team that we are playing up next in our home stadium. Our whole team sheet has faces, and I kind of love it, but let us see. They are playing a back three, that is basically a back five. So breaking down a back five is always difficult. I think that's the one of the many reasons they managed to beat us a few games ago. But Thompson tries to drive into the box, tackled. The referee doesn't call it a foul. Thought we were going to have our first goal within the first 3 minutes, and then I just tell the players to sit back on it. The only problem is that in this game they never know how to sit back. Sitting back is like really difficult for them. But here we go again. Thompson on the ball, gives it forward, and that one was a poor tackle on him, and Seymour gets a yellow card for that one. It was A really, really bad tackle. Ball into the box. Thompson collects, tries to pass it or shoot it or whatever he did, but it doesn't get anywhere. It is intercepted. Now we have Baba on it. Momsilovsky into Thompson, tackled, and he goes for the ball alongside the keeper and the defender, and the keeper and the defender get the better of him. Here come Tokyo United coming in front to intercept. Momsilovsky out to Leverett, gives it out to Thompson, gives it out to Ramsey. Ramsey into Thompson, was offside, but that one was a good volley. I thought we were going to see something arise from that one, but no. Howard. That is another yellow card, I believe, for one of their players, not mine. Unfortunately, with the good start to the game that we have had, Toke have taken the lead in this game. Well, it's just the same. It's just the same for us. So the game has over hyped these other teams. We just don't have the strength. We don't have the finishers. We don't have anything. Thompson driving through can't get the ball to anyone. I mean, I have two good strikers up front, and none of them can even attempt a shot on a goal. And now that just came from a free kick. Can our free kick yield anything? Nothing actually. Ramsey tries to shoot over and over again, and they give away another free kick. Hopefully this time around there is something. He hits the post. This game hates me, to be honest. Sarge comes forward with the ball. He is intercepted by Ui. Momsilovsky ball forward. Nothing coming of that. We are into the 30th minute mark, and they might just score a second there, and that one was a good tackle from Ui, who walks home like a hero, and nothing comes of that one. Ball forward again. Podrimachako into Howard. Momsilovsky sees Thompson was the space. I hate that striker. I think I need to look for better strikers. Yeah, I've already said this summer transfer is going to be a really, really huge one. It's going to be a massive one. Momsilovsky into Howard into Thompson, who does whatever he thought was okay there, and nothing was okay about that. Thompson, nothing was okay about that. Okay, so they make it a minute before halftime. Each and every time they score, I am like dozing or not even expecting a goal, and all of a sudden they just score. 2-0 to Tokyo United. I knew we were going to lose, but this was not really the game plan. If we have lost, we are already down by 2-0 by halftime. What else do you expect to be happening by the time we reach, let's say, 50 minutes going forward? Guys, just give it your best. I expected us to lose. We are in the playoffs, though. I am crying here that we are in the playoffs, and we might just draw Tokyo in this first leg of the playoffs and end up losing the whole thing. So let me just remove all the people who have yellow cards, and let the rest of the players see out the game. So let us see. One more substitution left. Let this assistant will do that. To be honest, both of today's games have sucked big time. Yes, I knew that we were definitely going to lose a good portion, maybe one or both of them, but the way in which we have lost them has been really, really annoying. Like 5-1 to Midstone, and now at home we are losing 2-0 to okay, and that might just not be the end. I know they're better teams than me, but I think we can actually do better. This game has just really dragged me down. I know I need better quality of players than what I have, and this is just not what I expected from both of these matches. At least a draw would have done. I have qualified for the playoffs. That's what we wanted. That's absolutely what we had in mind, but we have done it through luck. We could have done better than this. 3 minutes left of normal time, and just the same old story that we have been seeing. We keep on punting the ball forward despite my instructions on the tactics page being that we should play short and we should at least commit a little bit more. That has been just the story of both of these matches. Last 2 minutes of added time, and the game is going to end with a 2-0 loss to Tokyo. A little bit of luck on the other side, where Truro City beat Chelmsford, and we managed to get through to the playoffs. But losing our last two games of the season was not ideally what I thought we were going to have. And yeah, that is unfortunately what has happened. So we have lost both of our games in this episode. Two huge games. I know I came back for the difficult ones. Both were two huge games. But just to confirm once again, even though Cheshire United won their last game of the season, we are through the playoffs, 3 points of them, considering their loss in the last one. If they were to win both, they would have been through and we would have been out, courtesy of goal difference. We started this game when we had conceded only 43 goals, and we have conceded seven in one episode in two games. 7 goals in two games, and I've scored only one. So that's how bad it has been. And just as I said, I told you my prediction was Taunton Town win the title. Taunton Town have gone on to win the title and gain automatic promotion. Farnborough are second with 99 points, same lump of points with them, and then nothing came on doing. They couldn't be separated because of goal difference. Hemel Hempstead ended up losing. Tokay came as close as 5 points to the title, and it was still not enough. Okay, so I can become a good prediction master. So Tontoton have been given automatic promotion. We have two teams that were relegated last season in the playoff spots alongside us, who were promoted last season, overperforming our particular role, and we have no player in the team of the week. You will never expect us to have one. Obviously, we bottled everything, but we have someone called Michael for Levi, one of the strikers I might look at next season purchasing from from Taunton. He is 59 rated career. This season he has scored 29 goals in 43 games. I don't think if that is even much better than Momsilovsky, whom I think this season has scored 27 goals in 47 matches. So Momsilovsky is kilote. I just need one power striker to partner Momsilovsky next season, right? Was a good one, but this season he has just not come clutch. So we are qualified for the playoffs, and that is all we wanted. Have the playoff drawn been done? The draws. So Adama Diarra, the loan deal, I will end shortly. They have no option to sign the player. However, Aldashos are not really interested in signing the player. They offer you a transfer fee of 20,100. No, Adama Diarra is not going out on sale, so he is coming back home. That one is something I mean. Kevin Shea starts at Aston Villa. He's already from Bournemouth, so a couple of changes here and there. Okay, so we have the team of the year. Jaden Baba and Chishom make it the team of the year. Cup draw. Okay, so the league prize money we received £28,000. Cup draw in the next round you have been drawn against. Okay, so I wish I never said this during my commentary, but I just jinxed it. I absolutely jinxed it. So you remember during the commentary of the last game where I said that I might be buzzing that we are in the playoffs and then we draw Tokyo United in the next playoff match. Well, look at that. We have drawn Tokyo United in the first leg of the playoffs. Okay, so this game is just trying to tell me that you must remain in this league no matter what. Try again next season. Become Arsenal for once. These guys have just beaten us twice in one season. Would we expect to beat them in the playoffs away from home? Wow. This is absolutely massive. They beat me 3-0 in their first meeting. They have beaten me 2-0 today. This is absolutely out of control right now. So we are playing against Tokyo United. I think what they have done, I thought that the way they drew playoffs was like second against seventh, third against sixth, fourth against fifth, all that. But I think we have gone against Tokyo, blah blah blah. I wouldn't mind. I didn't want to draw Fambro anyway, but we have drawn Tokyo. We are against Tokyo in the first leg of the playoffs for a chance to go to the National League. That is in the next episode. I want to stop this episode here. Well, I have just jinxed myself. I have brought hell upon myself. So I want to stop this episode here. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. The next episode is the playoff round, and if we get knocked out by Tokyo immediately after the first game, we might just do our transfer special together with that one game against Tokyo in the next episode, so that to save ourselves a whole transfer special segment episode. So we are just going to see, but the plan next season, I'm just going to reveal it in the next episode. I have a plan of spending quite a load of cash of the club's finances to be able to get ourselves through to the Vanarama National League, where money is bigger. We are almost at £500,000 in balance or budget balance, and also the sponsors cash is yet to come towards the end of the season, so we will have quite the substantial amount to be able to go within. to the summer transfer window. So hopefully the summer transfer in the next episode. That is because I believe Tokyo United. I'm not going to beat Tokyo in the playoffs. We will see. Will I say how the best will come out of it? So thanks so much for watching this episode, guys. See you in the next episode. We have a playoff match against Tokyo, of which I believe we are going to lose, and then we will see how to build up from then on.